What are oxides? Okay, so introduce some familiar names to you first, such as carbon dioxide, magnesium oxide, sulfur dioxide. Okay, uh, look at the formula of these three chemicals. Carbon dioxide, CO2, magnesium is MgO, and sulfur dioxide is SO2. What is the common thing among these three formula? Yes, they contain oxygen. So actually compounds that contain oxygen are known as oxides. Simple. Let's move on. So how are oxides formed? Basically, it's the element react with oxygen. For example, if let's say sulfur dioxide, which is usually a gas that comes out from the volcano, the sulfur reacts with the oxygen, will give you sulfur dioxide. You can see, okay, so this sulfur dioxide, it's made of two elements, sulfur and oxygen. The other one, magnesium oxide, okay, it's a white powder. Okay, it's actually formed by reacting magnesium together with oxygen. Okay, then you will form magnesium oxide, which is a solid. Types of oxide. Basically, there are two types of oxides, metallic oxide, or sometimes we call metal oxides, and the non-metallic oxides, sometimes we call non-metal oxides. And metallic oxides are further categorized into two groups. One is basic oxide, and the other one is amphoteric oxides. Non-metallic oxides is further categorized into two groups, acidic oxides and neutral oxides. Let's look at amphoteric oxide first. Amphoteric oxides, okay, they are metal oxides that can react with acids to produce salt and water. Okay, it is also a metal oxide that can also react with alkalines to produce salt and water. So this amphoteric oxide is like it can react with acid as well as alkalines. So there are three examples of amphoteric oxides in your syllabus, such as lead-2 oxide, aluminum oxide, and zinc oxide. Okay, a very good way of remembering things is always remember the first letter, L, A, and Z. What does it remind you of? Yes, these are the three first letter of the word lazy. So students, please do not be lazy and remember L, A, Z, lead-2 oxide, aluminum oxide, and zinc oxide. Okay, example of reaction that involves amphoteric oxide. Okay, remember LAZ, aluminum oxide. Yes, aluminum oxide. Okay, because it's an amphoteric oxide, it can react with acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid is an acid to give you. Okay, these two react to give you salt and water. Okay, so this is the chemical equation. Okay, next one. Again, the same amphoteric oxide, aluminum oxide. This time round, it doesn't react with acid, it reacts with sodium hydroxide, and you still get a salt and water. Okay, take note, okay, the salt are different. Okay, they are not the same salt. Basic oxides. Basic oxides react with acids to produce salt and water. There are many examples of basic oxides, such as magnesium oxide, iron 2 oxide, iron 3 oxide, sodium oxide, many examples. Okay, so generally we just stick to a general rule so that it helps us to remember better. Okay, the general rule is all metal oxide except for zinc oxide, lead-2 oxide, aluminum oxide are all basic oxides. Okay, you still remember this these three oxides: zinc oxide, lead-2 oxide, and aluminum oxide? Yes, these are amphoteric oxides. So all the other metal oxides except these three amphoteric oxides aren't basic oxides, and that's all. And what does basic oxide do? Okay, basic oxide reacts with acids to form salt and water. Okay, basic oxide doesn't react with alkalines to form salt and water. It doesn't react with alkalines at all. Okay, so that's the difference between basic oxide and amphoteric oxide. Okay, amphoteric oxide can react with acid, can react with alkaline, but basic oxide reacts with acid only. Okay, below are two examples of basic oxide reacting with acids. The first one, magnesium oxide. Yes, it's a metal oxide, so it's a basic oxide. Okay, it can react with sulfuric acid, okay, to give you salt and water. Okay, the other one, iron 2 oxide. Okay, same thing, it's a metal oxide, and it doesn't belong to the LAZ. Okay, it's iron 2 oxide. Reacts with hydrochloric acid, the acid, to give you salt and water. Simple. Let's go on. Acidic oxides. Acidic oxides usually reacts with water to produce acids. Example of such acidic oxides are sulfur dioxide, which reacts with water to form sulfurous acid. Oh, this is the chemical equation of sulfur dioxide reacting with water. Okay, and sulfurous acid will be H2SO3. Okay. Next example of acidic oxide is carbon dioxide. Oh, there's a spelling error down here. It should DIOXIDE. Okay, so carbon dioxide, okay, can react with water to form carbonic acid. Okay, this is the chemical equation. Okay, good. Yeah, these are the examples of the acidic oxide. Okay, accompanied with the formula. Okay, look at the formula. Okay. Yes, you realize that for acidic oxide, okay, the formula will contain more than one oxygen. You see, CO2, okay, there's 2 oxygen in the formula. SO2, also 2 oxygen in the formula. And P4O10, okay, 10 oxygen. So these are not acidic oxides reacts with alkaline to produce salt and water. Okay, this is an example. Sulfur dioxide reacts with alkaline sodium hydroxide to give you sodium sulfide and water. I'm going to give you one more example of acidic oxide. Okay, reacting with alkaline. Okay, down here we have an alkaline, calcium hydroxide, react with carbon dioxide, which is an acidic oxide. Okay, to give you a salt and water. And this salt is calcium carbonate. Calcium hydroxide together with carbon dioxide, okay, give you the salt and water. The salt is actually the white PBT. So still remember your experiment. When you bubble the carbon dioxide gas into the lime water, which is your calcium hydroxide, okay, then white PBT is formed, and this white PBT is in fact calcium carbonate. Okay. Neutral oxides. Neutral oxide has no reaction with acid nor alkalines. Example of such oxides are water, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide. Okay, look at the formula. Okay. Do you see any common thing about this formula? Yes, you see, all the formulas have only one O. If you compare with acidic oxide will have 2 oxygen or more in their formula. Okay, but for this non-metal oxides, their formula only have 1 oxygen. So it's very easy to identify neutral oxides. Okay, and these neutral oxide, they are really neutral. They don't react with acid or alkalines. Okay, let's consolidate the lesson by some consolidation questions. What is the pH of a neutral solution? Yes, it's pH 7. pH value lower than 7 is acidic or alkaline. Yes, it's acidic. pH value higher than 7 is acid or alkaline? Alkaline. Can an insoluble basic oxide be considered an alkaline? No. Alkaline is a soluble base. Okay, you forgot what is base. Base is a metal oxide or metal hydroxide. Insoluble basic oxide is base that doesn't dissolve in water. The base down here is spelled BASE, not BASED. Is zinc oxide a metallic oxide? Yes, okay, because if you look at the name, zinc oxide, zinc is a metal, so this zinc oxide is a metallic oxide. Next one, is aluminum oxide an amphoteric oxide? You still remember your LAZ? Yes, aluminum oxide is a amphoteric oxide. Is sulfur dioxide a metallic oxide? No, okay, because you see sulfur it's a non-metal. Okay, so how can a non-metal form a metallic oxide? Is sulfur dioxide a neutral oxide? No, okay, because if you still recall, okay, sulfur dioxide it has a formula of SO2. Okay, so the formula has two oxygen. So sulfur dioxide should be an acidic oxide instead of a neutral oxide. Neutral oxide, the formulas generally only have one oxygen. Okay, the last question, name two neutral oxides. Okay, it can be either water, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide. Okay, any of these two.